All right, guys. Warrior Junior here. Never ends. I'm trying to pull this up on my phone because what I do is things that not the events that actually happen, but like when I'm walking home from these places, the wisdom, the things that kind of get to me. So I'm saying to myself, all right, well let's try to yeah, fuck. You know what? I'll just speak it from the heart, speak it out of my mind without like going over this time. So the COVID thing was lifted like today. So tonight. So I went to go get something to eat, and I saw there's gonna be a lot of people out there tonight on the boulevard. So I said have something to eat, and then Warrior's gonna do his thing. It's midnight. It's gonna be going, and a couple hours, the hour at least. Um, Let me tell you something. All this training I'm doing so far, let me tell you, it has not been enough. And then I'll tell you why. I'm going to explain to you why. I'm not going to play the thing. I'm just going to try to remember the best that I can. Um, so the Abbey, like, is super, super crowded, and I'm outside. Now, think about this. If you're a warrior, let's say like Maximus, whatever, you're not like an average schmuck. Like you're an incredible, battler here. Now, if you put him in the middle of the crowd against an angry crowd, he's gonna die. Okay, because it's just the numbers. See, the thing is, it's not like 300 where you got it's like not 300 versus millions where you can hold a position. They can't get through that hallway. I don't know what it is. The Persian army needed to get through that channel, that area that those 300, the Spartans would defend to the end. And it didn't matter. Remember the movie? They came with their magic, those smoke bombs, the magicians. They all went over the cliff. It didn't matter what they threw at them. Those 300, but there's 300 against a couple million. It doesn't matter. Like you see, so it's like again, I talked about the grinder things coming at him. Maybe a couple guys, 5 guys, maybe 10 guys, maybe even 20 guys. But not if you throw him in the middle of a crowd of like 5,000 people, he's gonna die. Like because there's just too many. It's like all coming at you all at once. Doesn't matter. People bypass flying. It's what's gonna happen is someone's gonna be able just to get a grab and a pull, and his head, they're gonna tear him apart. Like it's one man. It's not a Terminator. Like it's not a robot. It's not RoboCop. Or whatever the thing. Or you have to understand. So here's the thing. That the reason I talk about this is because you see when I go to these places, stand off to the side, like a amount of distance, because they all come out, all these people at once. You don't want to be in the middle of this, because like I know it's like we're trying to do pickup. You want to pick, you like fishing, but it's not like fishing. When you fish, you just throw it out there and hope whatever bites the line, you reel it in. But in a way, it is you're choosing where to throw your line out or something. I don't know, pick your target or something. So, but from a distance away, I can see what's there. I see like all of this going, like a big mass of this. And then I'm looking, I'm saying, okay, where's that one? Where's that one that fits my qualifications? And then I can like neutralize on her. I know this sounds creepy, like you're a stock. It's a problem. That's the problem. Society tries to push that on you, tries to push that through movies and television. That if you're giving something your undivided attention, a woman, if you're a man, and you're focused, then you're a creep, stalker, weirdo, dangerous, stranger danger. You've got everything going against you. You're not doing it. What are you doing that's wrong? What did you do? It's not right. It's not right. You're going to the wrong places. Take me to the right place. I mean, anybody that tells you that you can't do what you can do based on what I'm saying, you take me, you introduce me then, if it's that easy. because you're not creating a solution to the problem. You're just, what you're trying to do is you're trying to confine me, is what you're trying to do. You're trying to limit me. You're trying to put me in a cage of society to keep me from even trying. And that's what happened tonight. So I'm off on the side. And again, I know this sounds stupid. There's nothing there that I liked. Not one. And there's this one woman, like, she's waiting for a car. Now they have this place like a drop-off kind of thing, but there's lots of people just sitting in the curb, on the curb. They're tired, whatever. They're fucked up, they're drunk. I'm not looking to take advantage of drunk women. I'm not. That's not what I'm there for. But that's what they think. These guys. You're staring, or you're looking, or you're. That's not it at all. Because that's all your mind can rationalize. Is somebody trying, a single guy trying, that I'm doing something evil? I'm not. There's no evil. There's nothing wrong. I'm going to explain something. And it's a problem with our society. It's like, how I got here? See, mom, and then my dad went like this, and all of a sudden, here I am. But it's made out to be like, well, you're trying to do something that's immoral, wrong. It's illegal. It's dangerous. What? What am I doing? What am I? You're supposed to admit somebody when you. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is now and forward. The way people try to break down my, tear apart my philosophies, they don't have a leg to stand on. Because it's solid. You can't. Because it's defended like those 300. It's defended like a fortress by laws, by things that I'm doing. You can't. But some guy tried tonight, and this is what happened. So there's this chick, this blonde-haired chick. She kind of looked like the chick from Battlestar Galactica, the new series. It was a couple years ago. Cylon, the red chick or whatever, with that kind of like blonde hair. I thought maybe it was her. So she's standing there by herself. Now I'm on the sidewalk. I'm 10 feet away, whatever. So, and it's like that this thing. I'm kind of like, well, maybe stretching out or something. I don't know. I'm off a little on the side. In front of a lot of people, like by the entrance exit is like this, maybe 40, 50 feet away. I'm not like, trying to do anything dangerous or anything. I just noticed, and then I noticed like this one drunk girl across the street, and guys are trying to hit on her. I was just making sure that nobody tried to do anything, but I didn't get involved. I just kind of stayed the distance. But I was casually observing because I cared. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I really want action too, but then part of me actually cares. Oh my God, you actually care about people too. Oh, heaven forbid. Heaven forbid there's somebody out there. There's no cops there. Tons of people. I didn't see any like security or cops there, but I'm there like just, I'm off. Okay, I'm off for my best interest. But let me tell you something. If somebody might need help or something, and I notice something, I'm going to say something. I'm going to care. It's not. That's the problem. You see, these shows, they make it sound like, oh, you're out there, you're a creep, you're a weirdo, you're no business here, you're danger, you're what? And that's basically what happened. So then I talked to the girl, so I'm waiting for the car. It hasn't been here. And I said, oh, okay. I was just trying to do like warm up. Sometimes I do that with women that are not, it wasn't my type, but it's like, it's called warm up, warrior warm up. Like if you feel like it, you just talk to somebody just to get like, feel a little bit of confidence or something to pass the time. But, maybe another woman would see, and then it's like, we're talking to this one, and they say, oh, he's not that bad. And then, there's leverage. It's something. I'm not doing nothing. Standing around is doing nothing. Even when I'm standing there, I like to do some stretching or something. I gotta be careful because, like, I don't want to do any like martial art thing, because then, like, you start doing anything like that, start practicing in front of a club. Then it's like you're kind of asking, like, for an altercation. I know it's not a place to, like, I'm not there to show off or do anything. I was doing just a little stretching or something because I'm older, I get tired, sore, like everything. These two guys approached me. The one guy it was very fast too, and it was quick, and it was I'm not used to this. I'm used to like maybe a gay guy trying to hit on me, but it's like a casual kind of thing. Hey, like a kind of thing. But this guy is coming right at me here. The second guy was sided to the side. So the one guy comes up and he's like, he's getting close. He's within sight, and like I said, I'm saying in my mind, yellow alert. The yellow alert should always be on anyway. And I'm going to tell you about the problem with yellow alert immediately, because the guy goes, you waiting for a ride? You waiting for a ride? Like, he came at me twice like that, and it was a hostile tone like that. So I waited. I kind of like, now I took a little step back here because there's aggressive hostility here. And I go, I'm fine. I'm fine. And then he kind of just shook his head and walked off. Now the other friend kind of like positioned himself against the the wall, the wall of the club. He was maybe 10 feet away from me, but I was already on yellow alert now. Like, I'm saying to myself, like, okay, well, I don't know. You have to understand. Now somebody comes at you that fast and hostile. Okay, it's like, look, it doesn't happen. I'm standing off on the side. Remember, I'm outside the club. It's very crowded. A lot of people there. This guy's not rational. It's not a rational kind of concept. It was very fast. You waiting for a ride? You waiting for a ride? But it was angrily, like it wasn't. I could tell, and I was right. Now the girl, was waiting at that position. Eventually, she came back, and I felt like, okay, let's keep talking. So I it didn't seem like she was like trying to like go like this kind of thing. I had no problem with that, but I felt like, just okay, well, let's start talking. So I started trying to conversation again. And here he comes back with his friend, and the guy that didn't want to ride, the aggressive hostile gay, and he came out, and he goes so quickly, like, he was maybe like he was out of my range of striking, he's what we call no man's land, maybe like 9 feet away, his friend, and he takes out his phone real fast, real quick. And he turns on the light on it. Takes a picture of me as he goes, you're a lot over the week. You saw you here over the weekend. Like, what are you doing here? And then he just walks off. So there was no chance on to the answer or anything. I took out the camera, put on the light, and it was, not put on the light. Took out the camera, took a picture. The flash went off. So it was done very quickly. So I said to myself, I was able to summarize the judgment. I said in my mind, I said, okay, on a public sidewalk, allowed to record, allowed to take pictures. So, and I didn't get mad. In the past I would have like freaked out and stuff, but I didn't. I said to myself, I see what's happening. Just like those PUAs sticking out like a little abnormal now. They're taking notice of you. They know what I'm doing there. But what they're trying to say is, you're threatening. You don't belong here. That's what he's saying. I'm sorry, I do. I'm sorry. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying. You are not going to keep me. You are not going to hold me back. You are not going to hold me down. It would have been nice. The other guy that seemed really casual, like he was off, but he didn't even ask me. Like, wasn't. I was going to say, I said, what's your friend's problem? Like, I'm just out here. I'm not doing anything. But I am doing something. And I'm allowed to do it. You take your pictures. Do all you want. I'm not scared. Because I'm not doing anything wrong. That's what happens when you stick your neck out there in life. People are going to notice. You have to stand up for yourself. You don't have to explain yourself to everybody or to anybody. But you have to stand up for yourself. they're going to try to get you out of there in anything in life. I don't know how that guy knows. How does he know I'm not bi or something? How do you know? I'm not, by the way. I'm not, by the way. Get it? It's kind of cute. So you come up with interesting shit sometimes when you're having fun. Why are you there then? Because it's close. There's a lot of people. I'm playing a numbers game. Put the odds in my favor. And there's plenty of straight women that go there. So you take that, okay, well, there's this many people. And there's this many women, straight women that go there. And then there's this many women that I find like I really like. And I could try. Because I don't limit myself. I don't limit my thinking. It's supposed to be like age of like equality and everything like that. But that guy is an example. Part of the problem. My gym, they have the rainbow flags everywhere and everything like that. Doesn't bother me. I used to like, kind of my friend goes, hey, kid, when does he just shut up about it? He doesn't get it. Because they're people just like everybody else. And that hatred inside, that's part of the problem. Well, they don't do anything for me. Well, it doesn't matter. You don't have to. You don't have to it's not like, oh, they're not for you, they're against you. That's that type of mentality. I don't care what they are, what anybody is. I care about me getting what I want. Okay? I'm going to use whatever's convenient close to me first. Because I've gone far away to try, okay? All the way to Irvine, all the way to fucking Anaheim, okay? Yeah, it's different when you go to different places. But don't you think it's better to train, like, if you're training for something, like, okay, let's say you're going to do like I don't know. I'm trying to figure out something like you're getting ready for a fight or like some type of competition, right? Don't you think the way you should train is like something that's even more intense, even more hostile, so that when you get to that thing, you're going to be in first class condition, ready to go, because you've seen worse. That's why I go there. Because that way I could say I was around. You have no idea. There's a million asteroids out there tonight. A million. Okay? And I'm there. Trying. Whatever it takes. That was a brazen one. It came up. And he didn't want to learn. He didn't even want the answer. He walked off before I could even speak. He just went like this, real like with his friend. As I'm talking to the chick, he just came right up, almost like this. Put up, the light came on there, and he goes, "I saw you over the weekend. What are you doing here, man?" And he just walks off. I couldn't get an answer in. He didn't want to know. And it's none of his business what I'm doing there. And I didn't even have to say that. I don't have to lower myself to stupidity. Because that's what those people are. That do things like that. I'm not saying all of them. They're not all. Look. That person is. I don't care. It doesn't matter where I go. Whatever, it doesn't matter what race. Somebody that not willing to learn. How smart can they be? How open-minded are they? No. They're not. And the problem is, it's that difficult, like, to do what I do. It's tough. You're gonna get resistance in all different ways, in all different places, in all different times. I don't limit myself to the time. I go out whenever I want. Gym's gonna open 5 o'clock. I feel like going. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna train. And if I see that chick that I talked about a couple days ago there, I'm probably gonna try really hard. And I know everybody starts looking, whatever they start looking. I don't care. Let them fucking look. Let them look. I guarantee that guy that came up to me, noticing me over the weekend, there's like tons of fucking people there. How stupid is that? I'm surprised there's not more pickup artists going, but I don't know. Like, I guess they feel my presence, like the force, I feel his presence. That guy, I wasn't trying to intimidate anybody. I'm never trying to. But let me tell you what happened also tonight. I'm happy I remembered this, and this is very, very important. I'll change probably the title because this is almost as important as that instance. There's a woman that I know that lives, she rents this house. It's like 5 blocks from me, whatever. And, he has like this really old cat. It's beautiful. It's like a Savannah or something, it's like 20 years old now. She let me see it. It's like, can't, she used to walk it on a leash. And it was strong. Like the cat pulls. I remember the cat's too old, still alive though. Now it's like, 1 a.m. I live kind of like in a quiet area. So I happen to be on the opposite side of the street, passing by her house. And I see like this tall black guy with like braided hair, whatever. I guess he knocked on her door, on her side door, and she opens the door. And so I stopped. Now I carry my mace with me, in my pocket. Now again, when I left the house, I leave when it's dark outside my area. It's yellow alert, always. I don't care. You just don't know. I've had some altercations over my lifetime. It's yellow alert. And it's a problem. Because, that yellow, the way I say it, like, I'm just not used to striking first. Who would do first? They don't understand. How long does it take for somebody to go like this to you? It's less than a second. It's over. Just about. Well, Master Wong's like, okay, well, block. Somebody throws at you fast, block. Okay, boom. But still, you're gonna sit there and wait for him to like throw first. If somebody's gonna come after you, no. The second they get within your range and it's on. You have to, or you're gonna die. Most likely, or you'd be in the hospital or something. You don't understand. It's fucked up. But I didn't make the world this way. Let's get back to the story. So I stopped. See what's going on, because I knew something's not right here. I know my area. I know who lives in the area. Now, again, I know like there's people of all different races and colors and everything. I'm not judging anything, and I'm not saying the guy's up to trouble or something, but I have to ascertain. I have to see what's going on, because it seemed kind of weird. At 1:30 in the morning, that this tall, skinny black guy, whatever's knocking on this woman's door, and I could overhear that she goes, no, sorry, I can't help you. Like, that's all I needed to hear. So she closes the door, and I'm looking at this guy, and he starts walking away. And I'm holding my frame. Because in my mind, I'm saying to myself, if this guy comes at me, then it's on. Now we can analyze the situation, say, why was he doing that? Okay? There's a lot of home invasion robberies in this area. There's people that have bad intentions, okay? Now I know, so Black Lives Matter, everybody's equal. It doesn't matter. Unless the guy's bleeding to death or something like that, you're knocking on somebody's door you don't know at 1:30 in the morning. What's going on? Okay? I didn't want to engage the guy, but I kept walking. And I made as damn well sure as I passed by, like, he went across, he stayed his distance. But I kept my head up. I like this focus on that guy like a laser. That guy, if you try to fucking approach me, and anything, I'm sorry. I don't care. I want directions or something. People have phones nowadays. People can look up anything. Okay? Yeah, I'm jumping to conclusions. It's called my own survival and preservation. Okay? That's the fucking problem with this world. Is that you give somebody a fucking inch, they want a mile. You don't know. You don't know. That guy could be a combination of a couple different things. If you take out like a scale, okay? 0, the guy could be sincerely lost, needing help. Okay? In that case, there's like a 24-hour Rite Aid or whatever, CVS, or there's plenty of, anything. Gas station, whatever. You're knocking on somebody's house, a residential house at 1:30 in the morning if you don't know them? What's wrong with you? He's trying to break in. You don't know. You can go all the way through to a guy that wants to do something serious to her, like hurt her. Okay? I lean toward that. I've been around long enough to know. It's not, they don't, people do not deserve, I know we have freedom and everything like that, but let me tell you something. You try to over exercise your freedom on me, like come up to me like for something and like try to get me like I'm some public servant, like it's my job to stop what I'm doing to appease you, to answer your questions, to tell you where to to go or what to do. Guess what I have to give you in life according to what I've been told. There's this thing my Russian friend told me. It's called this. It's called figure, whatever it is. Okay? It's nothing. I don't have to fucking give you anything. And that's the problem. People feel this sense of enticement. Sorry. People of lower social status, mostly. You have to stop what you're doing to tell them, excuse me, what time is it, sir? You can help me out. I need to get. No, not in a big town. I'm sorry, maybe in a small town or something where everybody knows each other and everybody's kind of looks out for each other. Maybe. I'm sorry. In Los Angeles, there's no like barrier protecting. There's no like cities, even though there's like a boundaries. Places are, but it's open for anybody to go anywhere. I could go to Bel Air if I want. There's no gate. There's no protection. It's not like Beverly Park, okay, Estates or something, where there's a guard tower right there and you have to be invited to go to any of those homes or something. They know who's going there, who's in there, okay? Now, okay, I'll counter saying like Bel Air, yeah, there's like ADT security that kind of does their patrol or everything. But my point is that literally you could go into anywhere, like, and that thing is, and if you have no business there, it's going to be found out fairly quickly. Can't be standing around like in certain parts. I know. I had this altercation one time, not altercations. I was walking through like Elevado, I don't know, Beverly Hills or something. And it has nothing to do with race or anything because I'm white. You think. And this cop saw me like 3 in the morning. I was walking. I don't know. I used to take these long walks when I was young just to try to. I don't know why. And this Beverly Hills police, like he put the light on me and he goes, "Sir," and I said, "Yes." And he goes, "You live around here?" And I go, "No, sir. I'm just passing through." And he looks at me and he goes, "You better keep going. You better keep going." Okay. $10 million homes there on the streets, Beverly Drive, Cannon, whatever. You have no business there if you don't. You better keep going. And that black guy should have better kept going if he had no business there. And I assure you, he didn't. He did keep going. Because I'm not making summary judgment here, okay? I'm not judging somebody based on their race or everything like that. I'm basing it on the information that I saw. abnormal behavior, whatever, or actions or things. He didn't. I don't know, abnormal behavior. I don't know. I'm just saying what I saw. You know, it's like defense mechanism. I said, you know, yellow alert. It's like, and it was almost red alert. You know, it's like, hey, wait, you know, how do you know what the guy's gonna do? You're gonna open your door to some stranger? I'm gonna talk to her. Next time I see her, I'm gonna go, well, what do I do if somebody knocks on your door? You tell them to take take fucking 15 feet back. I don't care what the side. Well, that's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's got to get back to no man's land. He can't be that close. He could try to do something. Maybe not even open the door. You ever think about that? She opens the door like, you know, to help this guy or something. I'm gonna fucking really talk to her about this when I see her. I should have went there immediately after he left, but I was too busy with my own agenda. She's like 60 years old or something. I don't know. She does like private massage, but she's just not my type. You know, like I've been to plenty of massage things with women. She's just not. I can't. You know, I gotta when I do that, I gotta be like aroused. I gotta be with a woman that I find attractive to do everything, or else I can't be bothered. But I talk to her as a nice person. See, it's amazing. You don't think, you don't understand. Most people are like, they don't, they think, you know, you say something. Well, the problem is you're too open and honest, and that's like, you know, but that's normal. But the television doesn't. They make you into you're standing there somewhere. You're a creep. You're a weirdo. What are you doing? Stalker, gawker. Isn't there a thing? Gawker. It's fighting an uphill battle is what you're doing. Now I told you, you can water it down. Once you start getting some success, you know, maybe it won't be that big of a deal. You could stop, you know, but let me tell you something. It goes all the way back to the beginning about cracking through that ice and that shell of what has crushed you, what's crushing you when you're young, because the society is telling you no, 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 you're going to be looked at like a fool. They're going to laugh at you. That's why I do it. I have to. I have to. Or else you're always going to be. It's hard. Anyway, that's it for right now. Warrior Junior is out for right now. Make somebody, but I will return.